Good afternoon. Thank you for anyone who's online. It's good to see Councillor Anita. We can see you now. We'll bring the meeting to order. For the accessibility, I will read the land acknowledgement statement. We acknowledge that the ground on which we live is traditional ground of the Caldwell Indian Nation, the Three Fires Confederation, the people of Point Pelee and Pelee Island, and the surrounding waters and lands, that of the Huron, Wendat, and the Wyandot people. We recognize and respect the First Nations who are stewards of the land and water of Turtle Island and that have embraced the stewardship since immemorial. We would also like to acknowledge the contributions by other nearby First Nations communities and all the original people of Turtle Island. Call the meeting to order. Adoption of the agenda, please. Jason and Cindy, thank you. Any closures of pecuniary interest or any nature of that? None noted. If you should have one going through the meeting, just please let us know. Thank you. The minutes, approval of the minutes from the Accessible Advisory Committee dated May 21st, 2025. Anita and Jason, all in favor? Thank you. Items for consideration, the 225 bylaw accessibility plan, and I'll turn that over to Linda, and go through that statement for us, please.
Thank you, Councillor Burns. So we are here, first of all, actually, I'd like to thank the committee for coming in for a special meeting today. We are going to be discussing the accessibility plan for the 2025 municipal by-election. This is, kind of time sensitive, and that's why we had to call you in for a special meeting, so thank you for coming. Let me see here. So what I'm going to be doing today is providing an overview of the accessibility plan for the, like I said, for the municipal by-election. The plan has to be made public on our website about 90 days after voting day. So we'll be having an accessibility review 90 days after voting day, and this also has to be placed on our website for the community to see. We're using internet voting this year, as we did in the 2022 election, so it'll be very similar to our accessibility plan from then. So if we go through it really quickly, it is a legislative requirement to have an accessibility plan for the election and the by-election. And in part of this, we're going to be establishing the locations of voting places. Like I said, after voting in a regular election, we'll prepare a report afterwards. And the plan is going to identify and remove and prevent barriers that will affect our electors and candidates. Our objectives are that persons with disabilities can independently cast their vote and verify their selection. We want to make it accessible to all members of our community and people who are our registered electors. We want to make sure that all persons with disabilities have full and equal access to all information about the by-election. And we want to make sure that all persons can participate in the election, being the elector, the candidate, and any election official in a way that respects their dignity and independence. Like I said earlier, the voting method is internet voting, which offers a convenient, secure, and accessible way to vote. It supports the principles of independence, dignity, integration, and equal opportunity. And it allows electors to vote comfortably and privately from their home. So if there is somebody who is unable to come to town, who is unable to vote in person, then we do have this electronic election and everybody can vote from home. If they are out of town, it offers that convenience for everybody. We will be offering a voter help center here at Town Hall and Council Chambers from October 10th to October 20th. It will be accessible. We'll have 3 voting booths. One of them will be made accessible. The garage doors will be open so that for mobility issues. It will still be an electronic election, so people who do come in will still be voting electronically, but there'll be election officials here to help everybody with that process. We'll have clearly marked accessible parking, clear signage. We have our automatic doors with the wave sensor, well-lit voting spaces, and slip resistant. So that's how we're going to be setting up the voting center. We are going to make sure that it is barrier-free. An elector requiring assistance may be assisted by a support person. So if there is somebody who is hearing impaired, sight impaired, has mobility issues, it can bring in a person to help with the voting process. Service animals can be accompanied by the elector. What we also will be doing is we will be visiting our retirement homes. We will have 3 people from the election office, election officials, who will be attending Seasons Royal Oak and Chartwell Oak Park on October 16th, so that those individuals are electors who cannot come in will be going to them to make sure that they can cast their ballot. And we make sure we work with our communication team to make sure that we have information that is shared to everybody in different ways, that everybody gets the information that they need, including our website. If anybody needs an alternate form of communication, we provide that. And that's about it. That's what we are doing for our 2025 municipal by-election in October. And I'm available if you have any questions.
Any questions from the committee? None noted.
Are we sending out notices to everybody so that they know that they're voting? Because some people don't go on the internet, and that's the only reason I'm asking that.
So it is an electronic election. So voter information letters will be sent to all eligible voters in LaSalle. Those will be sent, the election runs October 10th to October 20th, so those will be mailed out in September to every eligible elector.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Yes.
Also, I noticed in the report that we will have a website, www.lasalle.ca/accessibility election. So anyone that will be voting from home can look up that site. And again, it'll be on the town's website. Thank you very much, Linda, for your report. If there are no more questions, I'd like to have a motion to receive. Jason and Cindy, sorry.
Meet you.
All in favor? Is there any other business for the good of the Accessibility Committee? If none, the next scheduled meeting will be held September 17th, 2025 at 3:30. Thank you, Anita, for using Zoom to get in to make the quorum.
Thank you, Terry, for chairing the meeting.
Thank you. Motion to adjourn? Jason and Anita, thank you. All in favor? Carried. Thank you.
That was short and sweet.
I knew it would be 3:30.
I
Thank
don't
you.
know if I turned this thing off.